It was my third day of being a production manager again, and I was paged to the top deck. I locked my computer screen and took a walk up there. For some reason, I gained a deep sense of foreboding. I didn't know why, I just did. I got to the control point next to the stage where my top deck guy was waiting for me. "What's up, man?" I said. My top deck guy simply said, "I can't get any sound, bro." Now, some might say that I should check if my technician has done the basics. I didn't. This is because this guy has been doing his job continually for the last 4 months, and he was a trusted, tested, and knowledgeable technician. Okay. "We're going to skip the basics as I know you've already gone through it before you even bothered to page me," I said as I reached into my pocket for my keys. "After you," I said as we marched off to the pool deck electrical locker. Once in, I found the correct rack, opened up the enclosure and instantly saw the problem. The main media matrix node was black. Not black, but it had turned all charred and crispy with that charming acrid smell. "Well, that's fucked then, isn't it?" I said sarcastically. I turned to my lad. "Strike the band. I'm on my way down to the office to let the entertainment manager know that everything is cancelled till we can fix it. Fingers crossed we can get a solution for tonight's deck party." Both my lad and I left the locker. I locked up and my guy started to strike the band. When I returned to the entertainment office, the entertainment manager wasn't there. I had a look at my schedule and noticed that the band were due to perform within the hour. Right, I need to act fast. I paged the entertainment manager with the 909 code and he dialed me up immediately. "What's up?" he said. "We have to cancel the band set and the quizzes on the pool deck. The media matrix is toast and I'm trying to get a solution so we don't have to cancel the deck party," I said. "Fuck," said the entertainment manager. "Well, I should cut off time for a solution," I said. 3 p.m, said the entertainment manager. I looked at my watch. We had 4 hours. "Okay, I'll keep you posted," I said to the entertainment manager. I picked up the phone and dialed a 999 page to the second ETA. Yet again he answered my call to arms promptly. "What's up, fucker?" the ETA said. "The Deck 50 media matrix is toast. Is there a spare in the stores?" I said. The ETO laughed at me. "We don't have those kinds of spares. They hardly go wrong. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with it?" he said. "Dude, when I say it's toast, it's fucking toast. It's blacker than a firebomb car. It's blacker than African black. Fuck, it's blacker than the black fucking hole. The fucking thing is toast," I said. "Meet me in comms," said the ETA. He hung up the phone and I left the office for a short walk to the comm centre. And it was located where my office would be on the opposite side of the ship. I typed in my access code and entered. The second ETA had dug out the venue schematic folders ready for us to have a look. "Right," said the second ETA. "Right," said the second ETA, who I'll call Pompey. "We can order a new unit, but when it turns up as anyone's guess." "Well," I said, "we need it on the pool deck for tonight's deck party. There'll be an outcry from anyone if it gets called off." "So we need to cannibalise one from another venue," said Pompey. "All Deck 7 venues and the atrium are out of the question," I said. "That leaves us the choice of 2 places," said Pompey. "The Youth Centre and the Sky Bar." I started to click my tongue as I was thinking which would be the less devastating to the entertainment schedule. It was going to be a beyond my pay grade decision. I picked up the phone and paged the entertainment manager. He can make the choice, I thought to myself. The phone rang. I picked it up. "Hi, boss," I said. "Can you meet me in the entertainment office, please?" The entertainment manager agreed and hung up. Whilst I was mulling over the decision and paging the entertainment manager, Pompey had his head in the schematic book. "You know," said Pompey, "by removing the matrix from either venue, it only leaves us with one output to work with, and the bridge paging system is one of the many outputs the matrix handles, so whichever venue we cannibalise from will essentially be dead to all other sound sources. By law, the bridge's communications must always be present. The lucky venue will essentially be a dead venue." "Thanks, man," I said. "I'll pass that info on to the boss. Please can you get your team ready to move as this meeting isn't going to be long?" "No problem," said Pompey. I took my leave and headed back to the entertainment office. 20 minutes had passed since I left the comm centre. I was sat at my desk just waiting to phone Pompey with the decision. The entertainment manager and his assistant walked in. "We can get the pool deck up and running very quickly, but..." I paused. "But at the sacrifice of either the matrix from the youth centre or the Sky Bar. That decision has to come from you. Here is the massive drawback. When we strip the unit, we have to hard patch the bridge page feed to the venue's sound system, so announcements can be heard. Nothing else can come from the sound system until that replacement matrix arrives. Both the entertainment manager and his assistant stayed silent. They were mulling over the decision. I interrupted the silence with, "The entertainment in the Sky Bar makes us money, where the youth centre does not. But if we take the Matrix from the youth centre, then they can't play music, play sounds from movies or computer games, and this is a busy cruise for the youth centre." The entertainment manager, without hesitation, said, "The unit comes from the Sky Bar." I picked up the phone and dialed up Pompey. "Strip it from the Sky Bar," I said, and then hung up immediately. With the Sky Bar, we can still put the pianist up there, and you can play without being patched into the system. All we need to do is open the lid of the grand piano, and it has natural amplification, I said. "That works," said the entertainment manager. "What about the gyro?" "They can go acoustically. I could rig up a microphone into a guitar amp for the singer, and the keyboard player can just play the grand piano, and he would have to go without the backing tracks from his MIDI interface," I said. "Done," said the entertainment manager. He turned to his assistant. "Page the MD, the pianist, and the gyro, please." The entertainment manager walked back to his desk and shouted over to me, "Paul, when they arrive, can you tell them the score with the Matrix, and I'll tell them the plan." It took the best part of an hour to gather everyone to the office. Neither the pianist nor the gyro had pagers. We had to page members of the production team to track them down. Once everyone had arrived, I walked over to the entertainment half of the office and told them the technical reasons for the decision, and then the entertainment manager proceeded to tell them the acoustic side of the plan. The pianist wasn't too bothered. He could hammer away at the keys harder than he normally would. The keyboard player for the gyro said nothing to start with. Then the colour started to drain from his face and began to sweat hard. It was noticeable. You could see the beads of sweat just rolling out of his head, down his face, and land on his shirt, which made lots of sweaty wet patches. "I don't actually know how to play piano," said Jose, the gyro's keyboard player. "Come again," said the pianist. I don't know how to play piano," said Jose. "So how do you do your set?" the MD exclaimed. "I mime," Jose whispered. I don't think I quite heard that," said the entertainment manager. Jose said in a more audible tone, "I mime." There was a stunned silence. Not even the singer of the gyro had noticed this before. "So you're saying that your act is a farce, a lie, Mickey fucking Mouse," I said. "It's all on track," said Jose. The entertainment manager, who was normally level-headed and would hardly lose his shit, lost it. "So you're telling me that over the years and different ships we've been on, working together, you've lied. You've made a cunt out of me for years. You've made a cunt out of the people that hire you. You've made a cunt out of your fucking peers and fellow musicians. And you've made a cunt out of everyone that scored you on their CSQs. And it's all been lies. Get the fuck out of my sight. Pack your shit up. You're going home the next time we dock. The pianist is going to have to cover some of your shifts, as well as some of the other bands if we can get them acoustic. Everyone has to work harder because you're a lying sack of shit." Jose tried to butt in to explain himself, but the entertainment manager just wouldn't let him. I've never seen the boss man this angry before. As he was shouting, you could see spittle flying out of his mouth. It was going everywhere. I was lucky I was standing behind Jose at this point, as Jose now wasn't just wet with sweat, but was now receiving a full-blown face of angry saliva-based venom. "Get the fuck out of my sight, you lying, slithering sack of Hispanic shit." He pointed to the door, and Jose walked out with his head hung low. I never saw Jose again, and if I did, I'd simply tell him to get his phony face the fuck out of my sight. We received a new gyro a week later, and AMD made sure the keys player could actually play before he was allowed to unpack his bags. The Media Matrix arrived the following cruise, and things returned to normal.